Hey, how's it going, guys? It has been a while since I did SCP Foundation, because lately I fell into Star Citizen and Star Wars so much that I know, I know. But however, I'm getting back into SCP Foundation, so this one is called Exploring the, I hope I'm saying this correctly, Cthulhu Mythos, Cthulhu. I'm guessing the C is silent, so that's why. It is by the Exploring series, so shout out and credit goes to the Exploring series for the video. I have been watching this channel's videos a few times. They are on the channel, and I've been enjoying a lot of them. And you guys have said the Exploring series is more accurate than some of the other channels, because when I watched some of the, I think it was the SCP Foundation animated series, you guys excuse me, you guys say like some facts are inaccurate and things like that, so I just said, okay, you know what, this is gonna be my source of information. So without anything else, let's just jump into the video.
The Great Dreamer, the Sleeper of Early
I was about to say, what is that?
the Slumbering One, Great Cthulhu, Sleeper of Early the Slumbering
That thing looks like if Satan and Davy Jones had a baby.
One, Great Cthulhu.
Oh, Cthulhu.
Chances are very likely that at some point in your life you've seen a depiction of Cthulhu or heard a reference to him. The Great Green Ancient One is by far the most famous entity in the Cthulhu mythos, and thus a fitting starting point for our series.
Okay, to be fair, I have heard the word Cthulhu, the name Cthulhu, a few times throughout SCP Foundation, but I just never seen it spelled out, so I didn't know that was Cthulhu.
We're going to take a look at the literary history of Cthulhu,
Whoa, what
as
are
well
those?
as give a brief description of his mythological background within the Mythos universe. First, a note on pronunciation. Lovecraft himself gave several differing pronunciations of the creature's name throughout his life, including Cthulhu, with a heavy guttural first syllable. The most common pronunciation, however, is Cthulhu, popularized much later after Lovecraft's death. The truth of the matter is, this is an alien name meant to be spoken in an alien tongue, so no answer is truly right. Since Cthulhu is the most common pronunciation, that is what I will continue to use. Contrary to popular belief, Cthulhu was only ever featured in a single story by Howard Phillips Lovecraft, The Call of Cthulhu, published in 1928. Lovecraft very rarely showcased any of the ancient beings, including Great Cthulhu, in his stories, so The Call of Cthulhu is a bit of a special case. The story, in typical Lovecraftian fashion, is told through various letters, manuscripts, and conversations. The climax of the story is the terrifying account of a sailor directly encountering Cthulhu as the Great Old One emerges from his home in sunken Earlier. Cthulhu's name was mentioned in a few others of Lovecraft's stories and letters, but it was other writers that really ran with the concept of Cthulhu and Earlier. Writers such as August Derleth, Robert Bloch, Charles Stross, Neil Gaiman, and many, many others have taken Lovecraft's foundations and brought Cthulhu to many different locales and situations, from ancient past to modern day. You can easily find collections of books with just stories featuring Cthulhu.
I mean, the art and imagery looks really cool.
As for Cthulhu's backstory within the mythos, let me make one thing clear. The concept of canon doesn't carry much weight within the mythos. Many different writers have given wildly varying accounts of Cthulhu, his thoughts and intentions, or lack thereof, and his history. What I'm going to present to you for Cthulhu's story is common info that I have available to me, but feel free to believe or make up whatever you want. After all, that's what Lovecraft did, and he fully encouraged others to do the same. Cthulhu was likely born on the planet Vorel, located in the 23rd Nebula. His father is Nug, his grandparents Yog-Sothoth and Shub-Niggurath, and his great-grandfather is Azathoth himself. At some point, he traveled to the binary star of Zoth, where he mated and produced the Great Old Ones known as Gatan.
Yeah, like I said, this looks like Davy Jones on steroids. Or like I said, Davy Jones and Satan had a baby, but so far the creature is terrifying. I mean, look at the ship right there. Imagine like you're on a cruise or something like that, and you look at just like to the right or something, you see this big creature. Oh, hell no.
Hanothwa, Ethogtha, and Zothamog. Cthulhu and his children traveled then to Saturn, followed by Earth, along with a species known as the Star Spawn of Cthulhu. It's unclear where the Star Spawn originated from, but it's possible that the shape-shifting aliens worshipped Great Cthulhu and changed their form to resemble the deity. Regardless, the alien group landed on a continent in the Pacific Ocean, and they built the great stone city of Earlier, made from strange green stones and pieced together in ways that are foreign to any human design. Upon their arrival, the aliens received immediate resistance from another species known as the Elder Things, who had lived on the planet for millennia. The Elder Things were no strangers to war, which we'll cover in a different video, but eventually the two groups came to an agreement, and the planet was shared for the time being. Cthulhu and his spawn enjoyed the freedom of the planet Earth, but at some point, Cthulhu went into a deep hibernation within Earlier. The reasons for this are unclear. During his hibernation, humanity evolved on Earth, and Cthulhu often communicated with individuals through dreams, slowly creating the cult of Cthulhu. Disaster eventually struck the corpse city of Earlier, though, sinking the city, Cthulhu, and much of the continent into the ocean. Reasons for this disaster vary, from changes in the moon or stars, to an attack by other ancient aliens, or even a secret weapon from the Elder Things. Regardless, though, Cthulhu and his spawn were trapped under the ocean, and left with little to do other than wait. Earlier has risen out of the ocean at various times, but never for very long. The cult of Cthulhu has continued to grow throughout the ages, and as they meet in secrecy, they chant of the day when Earlier...
Every time there is a huge, powerful being, whether it's good or bad, there's always a cult or some group that will literally worship them. I mean, the Church of the Broken God and... Oh, crap. It really has been that long. Maybe like, the Serpent's Hand, the Global Occult Coalition. Oh my God. I'm going to get so much backlash for that if I said the name incorrectly. The Chaos Insurgency, things like that. I know they're not worshiping. I mean, some of them do worship like objects. Some of them try to destroy certain objects, thinking like they're way too dangerous, things like that. So, but like I said, not surprised there's a cult worshiping a creature like that.
They will rise permanently out of the ocean, and Dread Cthulhu will retake the world. As mentioned, Cthulhu is by far the most popular entity from the entire Cthulhu mythos, to the point where the entire fictional universe is named after him. Lovecraft himself, however, favored the term Yog-Sothory to refer to the collection of entities and artifacts. I offer two main reasons to why Cthulhu is so well known in popular culture. First and foremost is Cthulhu's image itself. Cthulhu is instantly recognizable in the grand majority of artistic depictions of him, because it's a very concrete form. He's almost always depicted as vaguely anthropoidal, with an octopus head, a mass of tentacles on his face, claws, wings, and a lot of green. Other entities in the Cthulhu mythos tend to be a bit harder to describe, and vary from writer to writer. Yog-Sothoth, Shub-Niggurath, and Azathoth are often described as just masses of bubbles, tentacles, flesh, mouths, teeth, and other vague appendages. When you look at an image of Cthulhu, you generally know exactly what you're looking at. This has helped a lot with recognition, but it helps that Cthulhu is often well regarded for his image. Whether the depiction is meant to be cool, or scary, or adorable, Cthulhu can cover a lot of ground.
Adorable? That is one thing.
Secondly,
adorable is not a word I would use to describe something like that. No way.
Cthulhu represents a very real and tangible fear. Lovecraft is inspired.
Oh God. Hell no. I mean, I watched Jaws, and that already scared the hell out of me, just like swimming in the ocean. But, oh my. Can you guys imagine? Like, you're just out there with friends and family, you're just swimming in the ocean, and then you decide to look underwater and you see that? Bro, I would be swimming. Oh, that is so terrifying to see.
Inspired by his own fear of water and the ocean when he created Cthulhu, and it's a fairly common fear amongst people. Inspired by his own fear of a very real and tangible fear. Lovecraft was inspired by his own fear of water and the ocean when he created Cthulhu, and it's a fairly common fear amongst people. Sure, pondering on our existence and place within the grand scheme of the cosmos can certainly be scary, but the dark depths of water is something that for a lot of people is a much closer, realer fear. Combining the unknown aspect of a deep ocean with the monstrosity of a giant alien slumbering beneath us is definitely a very effective way to get into people's heads.
Or a massive shark like Jaws, like a megalodon.
Smaller reason perhaps is a bit of a snowball effect because of the other two reasons. Cthulhu has been featured in many, many different types of media, from books, to films, to video games, to board games.
Wait, what?
To films.
All new silent movie, The Call of Cthulhu. Oh wow, that looks really old. Judging by like the the cover of that.
To video games.
Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Rated M for mature. When did this game come out?
To board games.
Call of Cthulhu. So basically, it's the same title. Call of Cthulhu, the card game and all that. I gotta look this one up.
And across the internet in many different forms.
Call of Cthulhu. You're just doing your thing, and then Cthulhu gives you a call.
Cthulhu has become a firm part of popular culture, and many people's first interaction with the Cthulhu mythos involved the slumbering one himself. The Call of Cthulhu RPG has been a big part of spreading Cthulhu and the mythos across the world, and very often when people ask what story they should read to be introduced to the Cthulhu mythos, the answer is The Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu is a very important part of the mythos, but he's certainly not the most interesting part of it. We'll be getting to more creatures and deities within the mythos in other videos. I hope this video has been possibly entertaining, possibly informative.
It has been.
And I'll see you fine folks next time. Really informative.
Oh, my bad. I keep on forgetting there's a message at the end. I'm so sorry about that, guys. At the proper time, the secret priest would take great Cthulhu from his tomb to revive his subjects and resume his rule of Earth. Then mankind would have become as the great old ones, free and wild and beyond good and evil, with laws and morals thrown aside, and all men shouting and killing and reveling in joy. Then the liberated old ones would teach them new ways to shout and kill and revel and enjoy themselves, and all the earth would flame with a holocaust of ecstasy and freedom. Okay, so just to start out, I'm sorry about at the end, guys. I almost skipped the entire end message because I almost forgot about it. But either way, this was a really great video, even though it was really short. But I did not think that the Call of Cthulhu was that popular. I mean, I already had movies, a video game, a game board, but I never heard of it. So I gotta do a little bit more research on this. Interesting. But either way, it is a very frightening imagery of the creature, especially the one where it was a first-person point of view, and you just went underwater. You see a massive creature reaching out to you. Hell no. But it looks like this is a really popular video by Exploring Series because it came out 8 years ago and it accumulated 3.6 million views. Wow. But either way, I really enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to see what other Exploring Series videos there are and what kind of subjects. Some of you guys already recommended me like other things like the Hanged Man, some sort of flying city. Another one asked for something called the Red Pool, and one called Cain and Abel. So, I mean, there's a huge list. I'll be going down them soon, but either way, I had a lot of fun watching this video, and hope you guys did too. So thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop another video. And also shout out to all my members, subscribers, viewers. You guys are amazing. You guys are the reason why this channel keeps on going. So thank you so much. So without anything else, I'll see you guys next time.